Hey guys, how you doing? Well, I'm doing okay. Um, I just saw on the news that according to Reddit, there are a number of annoying phrases, and I guess they did a survey or something, and they said, okay, what phrases are most annoying to you? And one of them I can understand. Are we there yet? Yeah, I can understand that one. Especially since if we were there, we would park and the car would no longer be in motion. But kids are kids, and but now instead of being creative, like me and my sister were, see, my sister and I, we never asked that question whenever we were on a long drive. Oh, I tell you, I remember those long drives. Whether it was into New Jersey, the Bronx, I mean, you tell we were almost long drives. And my sister and I used to be in the back seat. And never, ever did we say or ask our parents, are we there yet? Because, and this was the 1960s, so there was no DVDs, no computer games or nothing. We were creative that we played our own games. And when we were busy playing our own games, the time flew like crazy. And the most memorable of these was Ghost. Okay. I don't know how many baby boomers remember the game Ghost. You see, you go back and forth. Someone thinks of a word, and that person gives the first letter of the word. Let's say, okay, I thought of a word, S. Now it's the other person's turn. And the other person has to guess which word I came up with. But the other person doesn't know. So the other person, my sister or me, depending upon who started, comes up with O. Now, that may not be headed towards what I thought of or what she thought of. So now, if it were, then we continue. If it wasn't, now we have to think of another word. And I can't go with my original word. And you go back and forth, but the key was you try very hard not to come up with the last letter. Because if you came up with the last letter, you got your mark. And that round is over. So, G. Okay. So now I got a G. Now, having lost that round, see, I don't remember if the loser of a round comes up with the next word or what. That part of the game I don't remember. And you keep going, coming up with words, GH, GH, All right, I lost, so I got a GHO. Okay. And you keep going until somebody has lost 5 rounds and that person got hit with ghost. They're the loser for that game. And I tell you, my sister and I used to have many, many memorable times in the back seat of the car playing Ghost. It really kept us busy. It kept us entertained. It kept us thinking because we had to think of words. See, it's very educational too. Okay. So we never ever asked, are we there yet? So I can understand why that is marked as annoying. Now, another phrase was, let's agree to disagree. What? Let's agree to disagree is annoying? No connecting brain cells. Let's agree to disagree. If two people disagree, and each person has a right to his or her own opinions. I might feel one way about something. You may feel differently, and you know what? That is perfectly okay. Oh yeah. Your argument and my argument are equally valid. Your argument is equally valid with mine. They're just different. Okay? Just because you disagree with me or I disagree with you doesn't mean one is invalid and the other is valid. Oh boy. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. That would be a totalitarianist type of state. I mean, you don't want to live in a society like that. Well, guess what? It looks like we're in that kind of society. A totalitarianist type of society where one person's view is valid and according to them, the other person's view is invalid and must be silenced. It's like, that's not what I believe, so you shut up. I don't want to hear it. And you know what? That's very divisive. That is very divisive because let's agree to disagree brings people together. See? And you save friendships, family relationships. When you say, you know what? You believe what you believe, and I respect that. I believe what I believe, and you respect that. So let's agree to disagree. Put your arms around each other and say, we can coexist. We can coexist with your belief and my belief, although they're different or opposite. And let's agree to disagree brings people together. But if you say that's annoying, let's agree to disagree. I don't want to hear it. Oh God, I hate that phrase. That is so annoying. That's divisive. That's divisive. You're alienating yourself from the other person. So therefore, you are now in your own little cocoon, apart from everything else. because you just cut yourself off from other people. Okay? When you're saying that a cohesive phrase of, you know what, let's agree to disagree. We've been friends for a long time. I don't want to blow it all to pieces just because I feel differently than you do. Or what is more valuable? To be right or your relationship? Which is more important to you? Is being right the most important thing? Or your lifelong friendship? Or is your lifelong friendship worthless and can be discarded? And what's funny is that this is long after Trump was in office, and everybody was saying that he was separating the country or dividing the country, and Biden came in to say, I'm going to bring the people together. Really? Okay, Mr. President, Mr. Biden, what are you going to do about the Reddit's, let's agree to disagree is annoying, which is a very cohesive phrase, and you'd rather be divisive. So you're being divisive, and you know, I was thinking of something I think Nancy Pelosi said during President Trump's time in office. She said, I think it was she, or was it Nancy Pelosi, or was it Clinton, Hillary Clinton, who said, as long as Trump is in the office, there can be no stability in our society. Somebody said that. I think it was either Hillary or Nancy. Either one of those. I remember one of them said, as long as Trump is in office, there can be no stability in our society. Well, guess what? Trump is no longer in office, and there's still no stability in our society. So they lied. Through their teeth, they lied. She lied. Actually, yeah, she lied. Because one person said it, I don't remember who it was, but they're both women. They're either one of them is women, so I say, yes, she lied to the American people. She lied to us when she said, as long as Trump is in the White House, there can be no stability. Trump is no longer in the White House, and there's still no stability. So how do you explain that, Your Highness? Okay. Another annoying phrase. According to Reddit, not according to me or 75 million Americans, at least, right, is I'd like to speak to the manager. Huh? I'd like to speak to the manager is annoying? What drug were they on when they came up with that? They must have been on some kind of drug, Sherm or LSD or something. Maybe it was Quaaludes. I don't know. But I tell you, that is, again, no connecting brain cells. When they came up with that, I want to speak to the manager is annoying. Oh, yeah. That's really annoying. When you're getting nowhere with the person on the phone or in person, you should just accept that and just hang up or walk out the door. And guess what? Your problem is still there. That makes absolutely no sense to me at all. That was one of the things that my mom told me to learn to do when I was leaving the nest and getting my own place. And she said that most people or most employees, yeah, she said when you're dealing with little peons in an office who contact thank you.
At Safelight, we take care of vehicles with the latest technology. Customer discovered a crack in his car's windshield.
I should have asked you.
At safelight.com.
Yeah.
Safelight makes it easy.
She said they may, it's possible they will not solve the problem for you. The customer service representative who is on the phone with you or when you go up to the counter or whatever, they may not solve the problem. So you want to speak to the manager. Oh, and there's another thing she said, Mom said that whenever you're making a phone call or to complain, always get the name of the person you're speaking to. And you say, what's your name? My name is Carol. Okay, Carol. And you write it down. You also mark down the date and the time of the phone call. Okay, it's August 31st, 1987. Okay. And if you're getting nowhere with Carol, you say, excuse me, I'd like to speak to the manager. Could you please put him on the phone? Can you please put the manager on the phone? We don't need to do that. Yes, ma'am, please. Carol, please put the manager on the phone. Your supervisor. I'm sure you have a supervisor. And then she, yes, I'm the supervisor here, Mr. Lipton. And then you explain your problem and the person you were speaking to and the problem that you were having with that person. How is that annoying? That's how you solve a problem. If you're getting nowhere with the person, with the customer service representative, my mom told me, you ask for a supervisor or a manager. Actually, it's a supervisor. Okay. Because the supervisor supervises the managers. So the manager, see, and in most offices, you got the little peon workers, like the customer service representatives. Then you got the manager. Then you got the supervisor. And you want to speak to the supervisor and tell the supervisor your problem. And I did that many, many, many times. And and the problem was solved. So I don't know where these idiots came from that said, I want to speak to the supervisor or manager. That'd be annoying. You know what's annoying? You. Any of you who claim that those two other phrases, I want to speak to the manager and let's agree to disagree. Whoever believes that or feel that way, you're annoying. You know. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about. When I saw, there were other phrases, but I couldn't remember them. But those three stuck out of my mind. The first one, are we there yet? Yeah, I agree with that one. But I disagree with the other two. They're not annoying at all. Not at all. And thank you. Okay. So getting along with others and saving relationships and not losing relationships over differences of opinion. That's annoying, huh? Saving relationships is annoying. I'll remember that. Very sad.
It's just too bad David Bakhtiari can't get healthy, right? I mean, that's like Aaron Rodgers' bestie, and certainly makes him feel better when he's in the lineup. All right, so listen, you just heard it there, Aaron Rodgers said it, simplify the offense. What's your
that is just so sad.
Yeah, and I think that one was upset at best. They have to find some staples. They have to find some kind of grounding mechanism that allows them to win off.
I swear, I'm on a parallel earth. Something happened in the year 2000, and I was just sent through a rift in the space-time continuum, and I find myself on a parallel earth. Because this is not the society I grew up in. This is not the United States I remember. I want to go back to Earth Prime, where the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center are still standing. Because I'm hearing about other sick, very sick ideas. Very, very sick ideas. It's all sick. It's a sickness. Very sick. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening again. I'll see you later. Don't be afraid to agree to disagree. That saves so many relationships, so many friendships, so many families. having peace in the home,
For more on today's forecast in our nation's capital,
peace among friends.
here's GMA meteorologist Cheryl Scott.
You have to have peace among friends.
Hannah and Jay, we're going to take you to the East Coast. We're going to start you off with
That's
the
all what a
Commanders.
friend is all
Great
for.
conditions here, mostly cloudy skies, but comfortable temps in the 60s, and that goes for many games here in the Northeast. You can see Baltimore there.
All right.
A few showers possible. As we'll take our way a little bit further to the south, we have the Titans as well as the Panthers here. Tennessee into the Carolinas.
All right, let's. Okay.
Warm, quiet weather, no big
I'll
weather.
see you later.
As we head
Take care,
down to
guys.
Florida, typical
All right.
weather here, very
See you
warm
soon.
with those temperatures in the 70s.
Bye.
All the way